In the anime gate, the Japanese self-defense forces easily destroy the Empire's medieval army using modern weapons, vehicles, and all the other advantages of advanced technology. While the anime itself is very interesting and really fun to watch, some parts still feel a bit unrealistic. For example, the main character, Itami, happily helps all the local residents, and many situations are resolved way too smoothly. And not that type. But let's imagine, what if the gate had not opened in Japan, but inside the Soviet Union? A nation that survived the bloodiest war in human history, a state obsessed with secrecy, a military machine with thousands of tanks, jets, missiles, and millions of soldiers. Would the empire from another world survive? Or would the Soviet Union turn the special region into its newest socialist republic before the world even learned the portal existed?
2,000 years later.
It was a warm summer evening in Stepnogorsk, Kazakh SSR. The streets looked ordinary. Children kicked footballs near Soviet apartment blocks. Factory workers returned home after long shifts. Old veterans sat on benches discussing hockey, Afghanistan, and politics. A nearby radio quietly played Soviet music while red flags moved gently in the wind. Everything felt normal. Until the sky cracked open. Without warning, a gigantic stone structure materialized in the center of the town square, a massive, ancient gate, covered in symbols no Soviet scientist could understand. Blue light pulsed from within like something alive. For a few seconds, nobody moved. Nobody understood what they were seeing. Then, the invasion began. Hundreds of armoured riders stormed out, imperial soldiers, knights carrying swords and spears, orcs, goblin infantry, and above them, massive wyverns circling the sky. To terrified civilians, it looked like something ripped straight out of mythology. Then came the screaming. Arrows rained into the crowd. Horses trampled civilians. Magic fireballs exploded into apartment windows. The central square became a massacre. Within minutes, dozens were dead. Children, workers, families. The Empire believed this world would be weak. They had no idea where they had arrived.
Emotional, damn it!
In the anime, Japan hesitated. Political debates, international pressure, months of planning. But this was the Soviet Union in 1981, a superpower built on paranoia, military discipline, and rapid mobilization. The USSR would not wait, it would not negotiate, and it definitely would not panic, because unlike Japan, the Soviets already had a system designed for national emergencies and wartime responses. Within minutes of the attack, local police and internal security units would begin firing. Revolvers and rifles cut down several knights. At first, Imperial commanders might think these strange thunder weapons were primitive magic. Then, Soviet reinforcements would arrive, and everything would change. Within hours, military communication lines activate. Moscow is informed. The Kremlin calls an emergency meeting. The order is simple. Contain the anomaly. Eliminate the threat. No public debate. No television coverage. No international observers. No United Nations discussions. Because in 1981, the Soviet Union specialized in secrecy. Chapter 3. Operation Iron Gate. The city is sealed. Roadblocks appear overnight. Telephones monitored, train stations locked down, civilians evacuated under a simple explanation, military exercises. Families of victims receive compensation, apartments, and silence. Everything becomes classified. Maps are altered, documents disappear. Foreign intelligence agencies begin noticing unusual Soviet troop movements, but nobody knows why. Within days, Stepnogorsk transforms into a fortress. Apartment blocks become barracks, schools become command centers, factories become military supply depots. Engineers construct minefields, heavy machine gun nests, anti-aircraft defenses, artillery positions, concrete bunkers. The gate itself becomes surrounded by soldiers, armored vehicles, and scientific teams. And then, the Soviets make a terrifying discovery. The Empire keeps sending troops through, wave after wave, as if they genuinely believe they can conquer this world. This only convinces Moscow of one thing: the other side must be invaded immediately.